When you hear renewable energy, what do you think of? Solar panels, wind turbines, hydropower. But what about corn? Ethanol is a type of renewable energy. It's actually alcohol, but not the kind that's safe to drink. It comes from crops that are fermented, distilled, and refined to be made into gas that can power our cars. In America, ethanol is mostly made from corn. Farmers grow it in states like Nebraska, Iowa, and Kansas. This is Scott. He's a farmer from Gothenburg, Nebraska, and some of his corn goes toward making ethanol.
We're channeling energy from one source, like sunlight, to another energy that's a liquid fuel that we can use.
Most farmers and government agencies love ethanol because it's renewable and means less foreign oil. But there's actually a huge debate over corn ethanol and if it really helps the environment. Picture a seesaw. On one side, we have the energy used to make ethanol, and on the other, we have how much energy it creates. Scientists call this the energy balance. In 2015, the Department of Agriculture reported that corn ethanol has a positive energy balance of 2 to 1, meaning it produces twice as much energy as used to make it. But other studies disagree. To make ethanol, farmers have to plant, grow, water, fertilize, cultivate, harvest, and transport the corn to make the biofuel. All of these steps need a lot of energy that comes from burning fossil fuels. This makes measuring the energy balance a little more difficult, especially since ethanol is also 30% less efficient than regular gasoline, meaning that cars running on corn fuel have to fill up a lot more often. And that's only part of the argument. It takes a lot of water to produce corn, and in these landlocked states that grow it, fresh water is hard to come by. States in this area sit on top of a huge underground aquifer called the Ogallala. But water is declining, fast. Farmers pump water from the ground to irrigate their corn and keep up with demand, depleting the water resource. 30% of the Ogallala's water has already been used. And if trends continue, another 39% will be gone by 2060. If the aquifer runs dry, it'll take thousands of years to refill, meaning farmers like Scott could no longer live and work in the environment they call home. The debate over ethanol is pretty complicated. But with a low energy efficiency, a large amount of water used, and uncertain carbon emissions, the fuel is not as environmentally friendly as you might think when you hear renewable energy. So what's the solution? The jury is still out on corn ethanol. So some scientists are looking at how to turn plants like trees and grasses into fuel instead. If they succeed, this fuel would be more efficient and use less energy in production than corn, bringing us one step closer to solving the energy problem.